Now in Good Morning Northwest, new rules for sheriffs were supposed to start tomorrow, but a judge says not so fast. 4 Eastern Washington sheriffs get temporary court victory. We'll explain what happens next.
And the temperatures, they're just keeping on rising. An update for your weekend plans and where we'll end up for the afternoon.
And fireworks on Capitol Hill as Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth clashes with lawmakers over the war in Iran. Coming up, the heated exchange and why your gas bill jumped more than $1 and just how high it is. Wow, that's coming up. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Natalie Grant. Today is Thursday, April 30th.
We want to start with some breaking news. A small fire at a downtown apartment building forced several people into the streets very early this morning.
It happened around 3 a.m. at the Delaney apartment building on Riverside, just a few blocks west of Division. Let's take a look. According to the battalion chief, the fire started on a mattress on the 2nd floor. The fire itself was extinguished when the building's sprinkler systems went off. Several units have significant smoke and water damage, and a few people are being treated for smoke inhalation. Fire crews stayed on scene for some time this morning, going floor by floor to make sure the smoke was out. Right now, it's not clear how many people were displaced by this fire.
Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray with your first alert forecast.
And front to back today, I think this is going to be the nicest weather we see all week. For the first time this week, we're up into the 70s, just barely. High today in Spokane of around 71 degrees. All part of this warming trend that is now starting to get kicked into a bit of a higher gear here for the second half of this week. Temperatures right now in the low 40s around Spokane, right at 40 in Coeur d'Alene, some upper 30s around places like St. Mary's, mid 30s, Sandpoint, Bonners Ferry, Colville, some 40s as you work your way into the Columbia Basin. Lewiston sitting right at 44 to start our day. So overall, pretty in the similar wheelhouse to where we've been throughout this week, or maybe just a tad warmer. Speaking of a tad warmer, well, that's going to be this afternoon. Expect us to roll through the 60s pretty efficiently here and then hang out in the 70, 72 range through much of the afternoon. Your evening temperatures looking quite cromulent as well. So pretty good next 12 hours. The heat continues to build across the region here, and so I've raised the temperatures again for Bloomsday, and we've got more highs around 80. We're tracking for it next week, coming up in my full forecast.
All right, Matt, thanks so much.
Well, a new state law challenged by Eastern Washington sheriffs is blocked, at least for now. A judge in Thurston County temporarily blocked part of this new state law aimed at increasing oversight of sheriffs. The new law was set to take effect tomorrow. The decision came after an emergency hearing in Thurston County Superior Court on a lawsuit filed by Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles and sheriffs from Pend Oreille, Stevens, and Ferry counties. They argue that the new rules are unconstitutional. The legislation increases mandatory law enforcement experience from 2 years to 5 and prohibits individuals with felony convictions or gross misdemeanors from serving as sheriff. But it also establishes a state review board with power to remove elected sheriffs from that office.
We are absolutely accountable to the people that elect us. This is really about protecting free and fair elections and protecting our voters' rights.
Well, the judge granted a preliminary injunction, meaning only parts of the law will not roll out tomorrow. This action blocks enforcement of boosted requirements for sheriff's candidates and a section that would have allowed decertification if a sheriff did not maintain his or her certification. The lawsuit itself is still pending.
Voters have rejected funding measures that 2 local school districts say are needed for repairs and rebuilds. In Tuesday's special election, the East Valley School District asked for a $220 million bond that would have rebuilt the middle school and high school, which are both around 60 years old, and the district calls beyond repair. Meanwhile, voters in 9 Mile Falls turned down a levy for repairs to Lakeside High School, including a leaky roof and a damaged track.
The needs haven't changed, right? So we know that. So really, it's at this point in time, it's looking at bringing our committee back together, talking through this, and knowing the times we're under right now.
Both superintendents say the defeats reflect current economic pressures, but these are problems that still need fixing. So they are now considering new measures for the November ballot. The war in Iran continuing to have a severe impact on the economy. The price of oil reaching new highs with the Strait of Hormuz closed amid stalled talks.
Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth will be back in the hot seat today after berating House lawmakers yesterday. Here's ABC's Sophie Flay.
This morning, Secretary Pete Hegseth back on Capitol Hill, one day after a combative hearing before Congress.
The biggest challenge, the biggest adversary we face at this point are the reckless, feckless, and defeatist words of congressional Democrats and some Republicans.
Hegseth testifying for nearly 6 hours about the war in Iran, now in its 9th week. The Pentagon yesterday saying the cost of the war has reached $25 billion so far.
The president has got himself and America stuck in the quagmire of another war in the Middle East.
Congressman, you should know better. Shame on you. Calling this a quagmire 2 months in.
The secretary claiming a tactical victory.
It's been an astounding military success.
But back at home, drivers now paying $4.26 a gallon, up $1.32 since the war began, with the Strait of Hormuz still blocked and no end in sight.
I'm just asking if you know what your war costs the average American taxpayer.
What is the cost of Iran having a nuclear weapon that they wield?
I'm just asking if you know the cost of the average American taxpayer.
I'm asking you what the cost would be of that.
It comes as President Trump rejected an Iranian proposal to reopen the strait and lift the blockade, while postponing nuclear talks to a later date. The president telling Axios he plans to keep Iran under a naval blockade until it agrees to a deal that addresses the United States' nuclear concerns. The White House confirming the president met with oil executives to discuss sustaining the blockade for months if needed. Pakistan is still attempting to broker a deal, but with talks stalled, Trump is reportedly set to receive new military strike options later today. Sophie Flay, ABC News, New York.
Well, for the first time in several years, the city of Spokane will have an official arts department.
The new department could bring things like new art installations to the city and curate programming so every child in Spokane has access to an arts education. Officials with the newly formed department say providing more access to the arts can not only beautify the city, but make it safer as well.
The arts bring people together, and getting people into the spaces makes spaces safer. Activating alleyways with art, with light, with tables outside, and just people being in the spaces downtown and all around the city is going to make them safer for everyone, and arts can help do that.
There is no timeline for when people will start to see the new art installations around the city, but the Arts Office is eager to get started.
Well, this weekend is, of course, Bloomsday. We've been talking about it all week. The iconic 12K race is celebrating its 50th anniversary. Race is happening on Sunday, May 3rd. If you want to sign up, you can still register for $38, but tomorrow the price increases to $50. Also tomorrow is when runners who are already signed up can go pick up those race numbers and get everything they need. Ahead of race day, we'll be talking a lot about that tomorrow.
Yeah, the big trade show kicking off.
Get your bag of potatoes. That's like one of my favorite parts.
And many other things.
Yeah, and lots of other stuff. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:08.
All right, Matt is back and talking about what you were experiencing as you head out the door this morning.
Yeah, so down in the Lake Talk Creek area, we've got some mistiness right along the water here as you head up and down at 195 if this is part of your commute in the southern part of Spokane. Hey, it's going to be a beautiful day. I mean, look at the sun coming up. It's going to be a lot warmer, though, this weekend. We're trying that weekend warmth for you after this.
And this weekend, kids will have a rare opportunity to actually sit in the front seat of construction equipment like the ones you see around me, operating everything from bulldozers to excavators. How Dozer Day 2026 hopes to impact the trades industry, that is still to come on Good Morning Northwest.
And hey, some kids up in Meter having their own dozer days, because today is the last day for Mark Peterson and the Extreme team to put finishing touches on their outdoor learning center project. What they're up to at Camp Dartlow and the hint of some surprises in store. It's coming up.
And the Supreme Court delivers a major blow to the Voting Rights Act, and states are already redrawing election maps. How this historic ruling could reshape Congress right after the break.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Hey, good morning, America. Good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Where the excitement begins and the experience never stops. With over 300 gaming machines, every moment brings you closer to the win. From high-energy table games, fun jackpots, and Caesars Sportsbook. Stay in our comfortable hotel, unwind in the hot tub, enjoy the dining options, and keep the excitement going at the region's only 100% non-smoking casino, Mistaqua Casino Hotel, formerly Chewelah Casino, located near Chewelah, Washington, the place that treats you right.
At
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Now get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Drive today with 0% financing. Go to AutoNation now.
Born in the Motor City, perfected at Papa Murphy's. New Detroit-style pizza has arrived for only $10.99. Get your Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Detroit-style mini cup pepperoni or create your own 2-topping pizza, just $10.99 for a limited time.
Hi, I'm Congressman Michael Baumgartner. This memorial in Spokane Valley reminds us of the sacrifices our veterans have made. One of my jobs as your congressman is to help veterans navigate the VA and to help all of you cut through the red tape at federal agencies, including the VA, Medicare, Social Security, the IRS, and USDA. Last year, my office helped solve over 650 of these cases and returned more than $3 million in overpayments to taxpayers. If you need help, just let us know.
At Shriners Children's, we're home to the world's leading pediatric orthopedic care. Because so many life-changing advancements start here. We provide access to the best doctors and never allow your ability to pay for services to compromise the care your child needs. We're the first place to turn for the most common or complex orthopedic conditions. Home to possibility and empowering kids to achieve the extraordinary. Shriners Children's, the most amazing care anywhere.
Since 1962, we've been right here, keeping you and your family safe on the road with complete automotive service from tires to tune-ups.
From trusted brands like Cooper, Toyo, and Nokian to the best prices and warranties in town, this is the moment to save.
It's our anniversary sale, and we're celebrating with Cooper Tire rebates, plus deals on all your favorite tire brands.
Thank you. For over 60 years in the Northwest, nobody beats perfection.
It is 6:12. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Republicans praising a major ruling at the Supreme Court. The conservative majority weakening the Voting Rights Act.
They rejected Louisiana's congressional map based on race, opening the door for other states to redraw their maps. Justice Samuel Alito, writing for the court's conservative majority, says that maps can only be challenged if they limit the power of minority voters intentionally. The back and forth in red and blue states has turned the national map into a high-stakes game of math. Experts say the full impact won't be felt until 2028. By then, Republicans could redraw more than a dozen more seats previously protected by the Voting Rights Act.
Days after a gunman charged security at the White House Correspondents' Dinner in what investigators say was an attempt to kill President Trump using legally owned firearms, his Justice Department is moving to roll back gun control measures. The administration is proposing 34 new rules it says will make it easier for gun sellers to comply with the law, including by adopting a narrower definition of who must be a licensed seller.
Michigan State University police say Wells Hall, the campus's largest academic building, was cleared over an unidentified chemical. Now, 31-year-old Lin Tong is now being charged with a felony for operating a meth lab in the building. Investigators say officers found chemical on Tong that can be legally purchased, including methanol, acetone, and butane. MSU says testing found no ongoing risk in the building. Tong was arraigned yesterday and is being held on a $500,000 bond.
Visa applicants to the U.S. will now be required to affirm they do not fear persecution in their home countries as the Trump administration moves to further limit potential asylum seekers from entering the country. The policy, detailed in a diplomatic cable sent to embassies and consulates this week, comes amid a sweeping shift in policies that have upended and restricted immigration to the U.S.
Temperatures in the 40s, and it is clear and blue with our skies here as we get our day started. It's going to be a really, really nice Thursday. So I'd encourage you, if you got the time, clear blue skies for the afternoon. No chance of a little spritz or shower like we've seen earlier this week. So it is a good day to take a little walk here around lunch break or after you are in for the day. Done for tonight, still in the 40s, at least for the time being, but a lot warmer nights are ahead of us.
Today is reveal day for our latest 4 News Now Extreme Team project.
And all week, Mark Peterson and the team have been working hard to make some much-needed upgrades at Camp Dartlow in Meade. Students at the Meade Outdoor School use Camp Dartlow twice a week. Plus, the camp holds day and overnight sessions for students in 1st through 12th grades. Yesterday, the Extreme team spent time digging a drainage system in the gravel in front of the greenhouse. It's a place that students use as a classroom. Mark says it's so kids don't track mud into the space. Smart thinking. They also began preparing a spot for a new picnic table.
Well, we have what will be a very cool picnic table, and Wilbert Precast is doing that. It's really for the National Forest Service. They've donated one to us. It will never be broken.
Our grand reveal at Camp Dartlow takes place tonight. You can watch it live on 4 News Now at 6 o'clock. And look at all those kids.
So cool. I was chatting with Mark yesterday on the phone when that picnic table arrived, and his reaction, I was like, I can't wait to see what this thing looks like. He was like, whoa. So you'll see it tonight.
I don't know if I'll ever get over his reaction. He had put in a conveyor belt at a food pantry earlier this year, a rolling one.
Yeah, that was pretty great.
He's pretty jazzed about that one, so we'll see how the picnic table compares.
The fun surprises. You never know what's going to happen. It's now 6:16.
Artificial intelligence goes rogue, deleting an entire company database in just 9 seconds. Coming up a little later, the tech disaster that costs months of work and why experts say this could just be the beginning.
And forget video games. Your kids can operate real bulldozers and excavators at Dozer Day. We'll tell you how to get in on the action in a live report next.
We are here in Israel, a nation at war, the worst attack in 50 years. Israel waging a fierce bombardment of Gaza.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Bringing undeniable soul, upbeat energy, and unbreakable heart to country, Drake White makes the kind of music that can turn your day around. Live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, July 2nd. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning.
If anyone's got false teeth, you better take them out.
At Rebel, we never know what's coming up next. You wonder, should I sign up for that? And the answer is, why not?
There's so many things you can do here. If it's something you like, you join it.
My husband used to say, don't act old. Out there, they took my license away. In here, they can't touch me.
We're not getting any younger, and it's time to start acting like it.
Morning. Just in the neighborhood. Noticed your windows could use a little.
Not interested.
Really, ma'am, honestly, I just need 5 minutes of your time, trust me. Where you go?
Tired of the high-pressure sales pitch? We're not those guys. At Northwest Window & Door, you'll love our no-pressure sales approach. And we sell the highest quality Marvin windows and doors. Get 3 quotes, make sure one's ours. You'll be glad you did.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it off. It might be long COVID. You got chills, brain fog, depression, fever, can't smell, taste. It be long COVID. One more time.
A special thanks to all of you who contributed to our Coats for Kids Closet Cleanout.
SDCU is a proud partner with 4 News Now and Coats for Kids, and we look forward to seeing you this fall.
What if you could experience the life of Jesus exactly as it is written? Spokane Dream Center presents Behold Jesus, a word-for-word dramatization of the Gospel of John. Witness the miracles and the story of Christ, brought to you in a way you'll never forget. Encounter a message of hope and a reminder of God's love for you. This free event welcomes everyone. Join us at the First Interstate Center for the Arts on May 2nd at 2 p.m. Bring a friend and come behold Jesus.
Just how much cash did Coeur d'Alene Casino pay out last year? If you guessed over 90 million, jackpot. That's over 90 million reasons to try your luck this year at Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
When it matters most, America turns to David Muir and ABC's World News Tonight.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:19. It's an opportunity like no other for your family this weekend. The 7th annual Dozer Day is coming back to Post Falls.
Yeah, the event lets kids hop in the driver's seat and operate real construction equipment with guidance of a professional operator. Alexandra Conyard is live at Cabela's State Line, where the event will take place. This looks so fun.
That's right. It is quite the event that families can take part in this weekend. You obviously get to operate all this kinds of crazy equipment, but you also get to learn a lot about the trade industry. Now, I've got Mike here with me this morning, who is the director for the apprenticeship program at AGC. Mike, you've been a part of this since it started years ago. Tell us a little bit about how you guys are involved with Dozer Day.
Well, we're a supporting sponsor, and then we come out and participate in the event with our booth and introduce kids to the industry, and mom and dad also, and grandma and grandpa and whoever comes. So.
And when people come through here, they actually get to do some work, right? Can you show us how that goes?
They do. So what we do here is we're the one booth where there's not a whole lot of equipment, but we get to do hammer and nails. And so the people get to come out and.
Should we go to this one?
Yeah. Well, let's do this one. Why don't you go on that side?
Okay, we'll do.
Because I got an Alex size hammer.
Oh, I love it. Okay. I love it. A little bit smaller than yours.
We're just going to pound nails.
Pound nails.
I'll just demonstrate here. So you just hit it.
Nice.
And try not to bend it like I did. So.
Ooh.
There you go.
Cool. This must be full of nails by the end of the weekend.
We go through about 200 pounds of nails for the event.
Wow, you're a lot better at this than me. Which makes sense because it is.
But look at that. So now,
there we go.
So, and in honor of her being able to complete that task, we have a nice little hard hat for you on that.
It's a nice little squishy that you get to.
It is. It's a stress relief.
I love it. That's wonderful.
You know, hopefully the kids and mom and dad, grandma and grandpa come out and enjoy Dozer Day. It's a great way to get introduced to the construction industry.
Yeah.
Skilled trades needs people.
Yeah.
And we'd be happy if you came to our booth.
Yeah, for sure. Now, what's so cool, thank you so much, by the way, Mike, for joining us. And what's really cool is these are all things that, sometimes mom and dad might tell you, we don't really want you hammering nails. We don't want you on this crazy equipment, but you get to do it under the leadership of great people like Mike. They show you how to do everything. And of course, it's all done safely as well. So definitely a fun one to come and check out this weekend. Kicks off at 11 a.m. on Saturday. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Conyards, 4 News Now.
Now, there is a little bit of a cost, but, they do a lot also to give back to the community. They've talked about that throughout the morning, too.
Yeah. So, cool. Hopefully your kids don't go home and start hammering nails into your wall. Only at Dozer Days.
Yeah, only.
Make some rules.
Oh, gosh.
I hadn't even thought about that possibility.
A good rule, get out. Get outside.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah, get outside, take advantage of things today here, because I really think these temperatures we're going to see, the profile of the day is really just about perfect. We're sitting at 40 degrees right now in Coeur d'Alene. A little east-northeast wind coming down from the north end there, the Purcell Trench, and across the Rathdrum Prairie and down to Lake Coeur d'Alene here a little bit. So a little breeze, but nothing too crazy. Really just a nice morning overall. We're a little bit warmer in Spokane right now, 43 degrees. We're seeing a little bit less in the wind department. Overall, not expecting much impact from the winds today, but they will be out of that east-northeast direction here for the next several days, very lightly. Here's your highs for the afternoon. For the first time in a few days, we're back into the 70s. Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, both around 71. Will be the upper 60s around Sandpoint, and Pullman will be in the upper 70s already. Omak, Grand Coulee, down into the Moses Lake area. Grant County folks, you are going to have a very warm weekend and into early next week as well. Fortunately, I think you're going to be flirting with 90 degrees by the time we are getting into Monday afternoon. But this is our last day of April, so we'll add one more above average day. Our average high is right about 62 this time of the year. You know what? We had some rain. We had some cool days here in the month of April. We had a lot of warm days, but you know what? I'll take it, because we definitely needed at least to get close to the average for rainfall in April, and we did do that. Now we wait for our first rain of May, and it looks like we might be waiting a while. Now, there is a small chance of a shower, but I don't think anything super significant is going to come out of this. Maybe some showers up in the Cascades or a rubble of thunder or two up in the high mountains here. But this is a good pattern for us to see a rise in humidity. Maybe not great for those of you who are running on Sunday morning, but certainly something that we're going to be watching for Saturday afternoon. There may be a storm or two out there. But once we get into Sunday morning and Bloomsday, well, that low is no longer influencing our weather. Instead, strong high pressure parks right over us here for the first half of next week. So I have raised the temperatures again for Sunday up to 80 degrees, and we stay in the 80s through at least Tuesday.
Wow.
It is going to be quite warm to start our new month.
May is here.
It certainly is.
With a bang.
Yes, for sure. Looking toasty there, Matt. Thanks. Good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:25.
Well, the Mariners take down the Twins to win the series. Find out how and what they can do to keep improving. Coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's Quality Stoves and Spa's anniversary celebration. Save thousands on the largest selection of hot tubs, cold plunge, and swim spas. All reduced. 12 months, 0% financing. Ends Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring post-fall showroom.
Depression and anxiety can feel like a heavy, suffocating weight pulling you down. But there is hope. Neurostim TMS can help you regain your life. No medications, no drug-related side effects, just a proven solution covered by insurance. Our FDA-approved, non-invasive transcranial magnetic stimulation therapy targets the source of your symptoms. Neurostim works when medications fail and is the Northwest's leader in TMS, with over 250,000 successful treatments delivered.
I'd say going through TMS therapy really hit me with a sense of relief. I didn't know that I could feel this good again. I can actually find this joy and peace in things again, and it's been incredible.
It was as though I was out of this darkness, literally, but I feel 100% better. I feel like I'm myself.
There is hope for stubborn depression and anxiety. Call today for a free consultation.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Now get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Drive today with 0% financing. Go to AutoNation now.
Our clients come to Dynamic Decks for the best. My father started this business in 1999.
I've been working with Dynamic Decks for 15 years, supplying them with all of their timber tech and outdoor living products.
We can always trust PAR to have the highest quality products. They deliver it on time, every time.
As a family-owned business, we know the importance of showing up.
Dynamic Decks is a PAR customer for life.
For a limited time only, get 20% off railing and lighting with the purchase of any timber tech or Trex decking. Visit par.com/decking for more details.
Finally, spring is here at Northern Quest, and something big is blooming. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway. You could win $30 grand in cash and our 25th anniversary silver ticket that guarantees you a spot in any one of our upcoming grand prize drawings this year. So play daily with your Camus Rewards card to enter and make your spring a lot greener. Grand prize drawing this Thursday. It's the $70,000 Bloomin' Bounty giveaway, only at Northern Quest.
You've come to expect more from 4 News Now, and we're giving it to you. Now the team you trust is also on Fox 28. More breaking news updates, more stories that impact your life, more ways to prepare for the weather with the First Alert Weather Team. Watch 4 News Now at 10 p.m. on Fox 28. And as always, watch Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now from 5 to 7 a.m. Then catch extended coverage on Fox 28 from 7 to 9. More options to get the news you want. Now on Fox 28. Expect more from 4 News Now.
The Seattle Mariners and Minnesota Twins decided their 3-game series yesterday. The M's evening this series, the 7-1 Game 2 win. And they're going to take the series after a great 9th inning comeback to win Game 3, 5-3 the final. Cole Young had another huge day, collecting 3 RBIs on 2 hits, all those coming across the final 3 innings. Seattle trotted out 7 pitchers, reliever Matt Brash exiting the game after 2 pitches due to injury, but he did say it was precautionary and shouldn't be of much concern. The Mariners are 6-1 across their last 7 games and look to extend this positive streak after tomorrow's break day. Seattle hosts the Kansas City Royals tomorrow at 6:45 p.m. Former Gonzaga star guard Jalen Suggs couldn't just quite earn his first career playoff series win last night as the Orlando Magic failed to clinch the 8-1 seed series with the Game 5 loss to the Detroit Pistons. Only 6 1 seeds have ever lost to an 8 seed, happening just once in the past decade. Suggs finished the evening with 10 points and 5 assists, witnessing a Paolo Banchero versus Cade Cunningham masterclass, both players scoring 45 points. Game 6 returns to Florida tomorrow evening. And 2 former Zach standouts graced the Los Angeles Lakers starter Rui Hachimura and bench add Drew Timme. And they also couldn't have a win last night as the Houston Rockets upset the Lakers in L.A., drawing the series to a Game 6 back in Houston. The Lakers started with a dominant 3-0 lead in the series, but Houston took consecutive games to attempt the first 3-0 comeback ever, as only one 3-0 team has ever even hosted a Game 7. That was 2023 Boston against Miami. Game 6 is tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. We'll be back tonight with more sports around our area, including previewing the Eastern Washington Red-White spring football game and the Indians returning to Eugene.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
See what we can do for you with a free personalized arch support fitting at the Good Feet store.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust. Express ourselves. And leave it all on the court. A call to community. Helping you find your healthier you. Health is calling. And Multicare is here to help you answer.
I'm Mark Peterson with the 4 News Now Extreme Team. Are you planning a home or a building remodel or repair project? Asbestos fibers may be present in roofing, insulation, flooring, ceiling textures, siding, and many other products. Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or hiring a contractor, all parties are responsible for following the requirements. Prior to work, a survey must be done to see if asbestos is present. If it is, it must be left alone or properly removed and disposed of. Contact Spokane Clean Air for more information.
It's always something. A new roof, a kid who grew up too fast, a dream vacation that's now or never. And those somethings all cost money. But at BECU, we could help unlock funds in your home with a home equity line of credit for whatever that something is. And now you could get a special intro rate for 6 months on a HELOC from BECU. So when you have a something, remember, you have BECU too.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Time for the 4 News Now story tracker. Fresh off their trip around the moon, the Artemis 2 astronauts arrived at the Oval Office yesterday, where President Donald Trump honored the crew. He says there's a good shot another person will walk on the moon during his presidency. Trump highlighted his broader space agenda, touting the creation of the Space Force branch of the military and reiterating plans to release classified material related to UFOs.
A software company turned to an AI tool for help, but that software went rogue, deleting a database in seconds and setting the company back months. Jerk Crane, the founder of Pocket OS, which operates software for car rental companies, says he was using an AI coding agent to work on a routine task when it encountered a credential mismatch and decided entirely on its own initiative to fix that problem by deleting a volume. The AI had deleted Pocket OS's entire production database. It comes as experts raise concerns about the growing power of AI. Earlier this week, Elon Musk predicted that artificial intelligence would be smarter than humans as soon as next year.
It seems like a world away from what was happening today. In 1993, that's when CERN released the software for the World Wide Web for free. Tim Berners-Lee created the technology initially to speed information sharing between scientists across the globe. It led to the first website, info.cern.ch. Just 2 years later, there were 650,000 websites.
And
wow,
talk about a boom since then.
Here we are.
Good morning, Northwest. Thanks for starting your day with us. I'm Natalie Grant.
And I'm Robin Nance. It's Thursday, April 30th. Welcome to it. Let's check in with meteorologist Matt Gray and our first alert forecast.
And we are having just a gorgeous morning here. Temperatures in the low 40s. The sun is shining. There is not a cloud in the sky across much of our region here. Planning out the rest of your day, we're going to be into the 60s pretty quickly here later on this morning. Highs today, for the first time this week, are going to be up into the 70s. And we are only going up from there. We are still right in the middle, or even, I'd say, closer to the beginning than the end of this warming trend. Mid-70s tomorrow. The weekend, raising the temperatures again. 77 on Saturday, and then I've raised up Bloomsday to 80 degrees. That'd be our first one of the year. So it's going to be warm out there. I'll show you how much, or how long, rather, this warmth will be sticking around coming up.
Matt, thanks. Well, we're following some breaking news this morning. Gas prices are now at a record high in Washington state.
Rob King in studio with what you can expect the next time you hit the pump.
Robin, Natalie, the AAA is reporting this morning the average price for a gallon of gas in Washington now $5.57. That's the all-time record high statewide. Price of diesel at $6.84, just 10 cents shy of its record high set earlier this month. The price of gas in Washington more than $1.25 more than the national average. Spokane County on the lower end of the state, averaging $5.24. The most expensive gas in the state in Pacific County on the west side, averaging more than $6 a gallon. The cheapest in the state, if you want to make the drive, Asotin County. Idaho also above the national average this morning at almost $4.40 a gallon. The price of Brent crude is well over $100 a barrel this morning, and that's almost double the price of where we were at the start of the year. In studio, Rob King, 4 News Now.
When our community is under attack, what do we do?
About 100 student protesters gathered at Gonzaga University yesterday with a list of issues they'd like to see changed.
Now, some of those issues discussed had been protested before, like demanding Gonzaga divest from companies tied to fossil fuels and weapons manufacturers. But at the top of the list is an incident that happened earlier this year at an event put on by the Black Student Union. Students who are a part of that group say after they hosted a dinner on campus, other students directed racial slurs at them.
That puts us in a position to be harmed by other students in the university.
Now, Gonzaga officials met with BSU, the board after the dinner, and they created a task force made up of members of the university who responded to students impacted by racial harm. You can see statements from Gonzaga up right now on KXLY.com.
This is video of crews removing the Robert Monahan statue from downtown Spokane yesterday. That statue stood at Monroe and Riverside for 120 years. The Spokane City Council approved its removal earlier this month when advocates said the statue depicts Samoans in a racially insensitive way. That statue is being moved now to the Monahan Family Mausoleum at Fairmount Memorial Park.
Well, 3 new turf soccer fields are now open at the Plants Ferry Sports Complex in Spokane Valley. The new fields are part of a multi-phase project to upgrade the complex. Other improvements include additional parking and upgraded lighting. Now, the goal of this project is to give local teams more space to play and turn the facility into a premier destination for regional sports tourism.
As our population here in Spokane County continues to grow, there is a demand for fields at all levels of athletics.
The next phase includes upgrading and building new youth baseball and softball fields, as well as 10 multi-purpose turf fields. And Robin, you said that you spent a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
At Plants Ferry.
Proud soccer mom here.
And this upgrade much needed over there.
Big time. And when they talk about the parking, really needed too.
Key.
So, yeah.
Well, good morning, Northwest time right now is 6:37.
All right, Matt is talking about that gorgeous morning.
Yeah, it is so nice outside, no matter where you're waking up from. This is a look over the LC Valley. Yeah, nice start to the day.
Gorgeous.
We got just a gorgeous Thursday ahead of us, but we are heating up still, heading into Friday and beyond. We'll take a closer look at your Bloomsday weekend after this.
And still to come on Good Morning Northwest, Little League games create safety hazards for a family in North Idaho. One woman even gets a black eye while holding a baby in her own backyard. What the school district says it's doing to stop the problem.
Plus, Costco is changing its famous $1.50 hot dog. Not $5, but hey, don't worry, it is good news for this change. The upgrade coming to this meal deal when we come back.
Watch Chris Crocker, only on 4 News Now.
Ready for action? It's no holds barred as King of the Cage features up-and-coming MMA stars battling it out. King of the Cage, live at the Coeur d'Alene Casino Thursday, May 14th. Get your tickets now.
Winning is just the beginning. When you're in a car wreck, we're not just here to fight for you. We're here as a family. At Craig Swamp & Associates, we treat every client like one of our own.
We're not just a business. We're a family.
When I reached out to Craig Swamp & Associates, it felt like I was talking to family. They got started right away. They made sure I received everything I was owed.
Call Craig Swamp & Associates and let us show you what it means to be treated like family. Just one call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Spokane is hosting a thrilling new season of Broadway's biggest hits. Live at the First Interstate Center for the Arts. Rodgers and Hammerstein's The Sound of Music, and Juliet featuring your favorite pop songs, the Neil Diamond musical A Beautiful Noise, The Great Gatsby, the Tony Award-winning new musical, and the timeless Beauty and the Beast. Stories that move us, music that shaped us. You just have to be there. Get your season tickets now.
You would never go years without changing your oil. Did you know not maintaining your water heater can cause serious issues? Sediment can reduce efficiency, causing higher energy bills, leaks, and water heater failure. Sediment also causes bacteria that impacts water quality. An annual flush is the best defense against costly damage to your home, health, and wallet. Right now, Gold Seal Plumbing is offering an $89 water heater flush to keep your home and family safe and worry-free. So call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Now get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Drive today with 0% financing. Go to AutoNation now.
Just how much cash did Coeur d'Alene Casino pay out last year? If you guessed over 90 million, jackpot. That's over 90 million reasons to try your luck this year at Coeur d'Alene Casino, where winning is just the beginning.
David Muir, the most watched newscast in America. And now, ABC's World News Tonight has won the Emmy for Best Live News Program for the third year in a row.
Welcome back. It's now 6:41. A family in North Idaho says their home and property have been damaged multiple times by baseballs from a field next door.
One family member says she was even hit in the face by a foul ball. The Silver Valley Little League and Silver Valley Baseball Club often play games at Pastime Park in Pinehurst. It's right next to where Vanessa Christensen and her family have lived since 2023. They moved in when the field was being renovated, but since it reopened in 2024, Vanessa says foul balls have been severely damaging their home.
We were hanging out in the backyard. It was like the first actual nice day this year, and I was holding him, and I was standing in like the middle to the end of my backyard, and I got hit in the face with a baseball, and I mean, it gave me a black eye.
Scary stuff. Well, Avista and the Silver Valley Little League are planning to put up poles now and netting to prevent foul balls from flying into Christensen's property. The Kellogg School District, which owns the land that the baseball field is on, says that work should be completed by the end of the week.
All right, and for this morning, temperatures in the 40s, a clear blue sky, a perfect start to our morning here for this last day of April. It's a good day to get out. Head for a walk here because things are going to be a little bit hotter and a little bit less comfortable in the afternoons to come. Not so much Friday, but as we head into the weekend. For overnight, same thing. Still in the 40s for the time being, but it's going to be getting a little stuffier as we head into the weekend.
Well, Costco is making a change to its famous $1.50 hot dog meal.
But before you start to panic, it's actually good news. The Costco quarter-pound all-beef hot dog and 20-ounce refillable soda deal is considered by many to be the most reliable bargain in retail. That $1.50 price tag hasn't changed in 40 years. So what's the new change? Well, you can now get a bottle of water instead of the soda, just for the same price.
Love that. They can't change the hot dog price, and they can't get rid of those $5 rotisserie chickens. Those are some of the best reasons to go to Costco. And the pizza.
So many reasons.
And samples. There's a lot of reasons I love Costco.
It's now 6:43.
Well, this weekend, a rare opportunity for kids to get behind the controls of some heavy construction equipment. Alexander Konertz is live in State Line for Dozer Day.
There's a whole lot of fun involved in Dozer Day 2026, but it's also an opportunity to give back to the community. We'll tell you about how this event helps our local charities after the break.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Brainstorm at KXLY.com.
It's Quality Stoves and Spa's anniversary celebration. Save thousands on the largest selection of fireplaces and stoves, including Low-Pi and Fireplace Extraordinaire. 0% financing. And Saturday at Quality Stoves and Spa's inspiring post-fall showroom.
A pretty face or a nice body is not always the first thing people notice. Look at this picture. What do you see first? That's right, he is missing a tooth. Your smile and your teeth are often the first thing that people will see. By the way, did you also notice he is missing an eyebrow? So if your teeth are yellowing due to coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking, you need to pay attention and get noticed today with Power Swabs. Power Swabs was clinically studied to whiten natural teeth and lift stains from caps, crowns, and veneers. There's no messy strips, trays, or lights. Just swab your teeth and go. Power Swabs is so effective, you can see up to 2 shades whiter teeth after just one 5-minute application, and 6 shades whiter teeth in just 7 days with minimal to no sensitivity. So stop whitening your teeth the old-fashioned way and start using Power Swabs for a brighter, whiter smile in just 5 minutes.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." So from that point on, I've been sold.
The most surprising thing about using Power Swabs was that my veneers were taken care of and they were coming back to their original color. One friend was like, your teeth look like really white. Did you do anything to it? And I was like, I did. I did Power Swabs.
Join thousands of people out there just like you to whiten your teeth in as little as 5 minutes. Call or visit powerswabs.com today and get our Quick Stick Pen free. Your on-the-go solution to fight new stains from setting in after a cup of coffee, tea, or after smoking. And in addition to saving up to 50% off and your free Quick Stick Pen, get free shipping by ordering now. Dial the number on your screen or visit powerswabs.com.
C4 Impact and East Valley School District invite you to an Armed Forces Career Crossover event Monday, May 11th. Learn about careers in aviation, cybersecurity, healthcare, construction, fleet maintenance, and more. The Armed Forces Trades Day at the Hub, May 11th.
Spend this spring with Live.
Only on KXLY ABC4.
Your time is 6:46. A rare opportunity is coming to Post Falls this weekend where children have the opportunity to get behind the wheel of some of the largest machines in the construction industry.
Now, this is the 7th annual Dozer Day in the area and will feature more than 40 pieces of heavy equipment. Our Alexandra Cohen-Yards is live this morning from Cabela's and State Line. And Alexandra, you are definitely getting an in-depth look at some of the things that these families and kids will experience at the event.
We sure are. And in just a little bit, we'll actually get to ride inside of this excavator. But before that, we got to tell you a little bit about what Dozer Day is all about. I've got Sherry here with me this morning, who's the executive director for Dozer Day. Now, Sherry, families, they come in, they check in. What does the process look like from then on?
So it's super fun. They'll go through the gates and they'll get their little hard hat and their safety vest and get all geared up. They can kind of go through the sponsor activity row with giveaways, coloring books, stickers. They get a little program that tells about a scavenger hunt where they guides them to each of the stations and they get a sticker for their hard hat. Then they head on out and they get to get on over 30 pieces of heavy equipment, excavators, dozers, loaders, all kinds of good stuff.
Now, of course, when a parent hears that, they might be thinking, uh-oh, my kid in an excavator. Yes. Is this all safe?
This is all safe. We have a 100% safety record. Our operators come from our NUCA families of contractors, so they're certified pre-screened operators. Many of them have 30 years of equipment experience, so it's very safe.
Yeah. Now, of course, there's also a big mission behind Dozer Day, right? You're giving back to the community in different ways. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes, we love the part that we get to support our community. We give back to communities and schools, a mentorship program in Spokane, and then Canopy Village is for at-risk youth in Coeur d'Alene. We also support K-Tech, the local technical high school, and we give back to all the high schools that come out and volunteer for us. So we've got Rogers track team, football team, Meade cheer, Post Falls cheer. They all come out. They help the kids off and on the equipment. So we support their programs in return.
Awesome. Wow, that is so great. So many great things that are happening here. It kicks off on Saturday at 11 a.m. There's free parking over at Cabela's, so no need to worry about that. A fun one for the whole family to enjoy. We'll hope to give you a look at this excavator just a little bit later on Good Morning Northwest. For now, reporting live, Alexandra Cohen-Yards, 4 News Now.
Love to see
great stuff,
and it's fun. Like these little kids, I love watching little kids get taken to actual construction sites to just sit and watch.
So yeah,
get actually dream
hands-on would be amazing.
Absolutely.
Hi Rob, welcome back.
I was a young lad. I wanted to get into construction.
Yeah, right. I feel like everyone.
Oh yeah.
You just like to watch the big shovels dig in the dirt.
Cool. They're like monster trucks, but for work.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Very cool.
Well, coming up later this morning on Fox 28, we're going to have more with Dozer Days, but we're also going to look at doom scrolling, the impact on your mental health. You guys have probably been scrolling on your phones, on TikTok. All of a sudden, hour and a half's gone by, and you're like, whoa. We're going to take a look at the impacts on your mental health and some tips to help you to avoid that.
That's important tips, because
Very much so.
we can fall into traps very easily.
Yeah. Put those phone down. Get outside.
Yeah, exactly. Tips that are not throwing your phone on the ground.
Yeah,
that's not good.
It might work.
Yeah.
It probably would work.
Don't do that.
But, you know, it's about money saving, right? That's what we want to do. All right, that's a different segment. Temperatures right now sitting in the 30s and 40s, so a little bit warmer than we have been recently. Still some clear spots up north, seeing some chillier temperatures. 33 right now in Deer Park. Spirit Lake is sitting right at freezing, so the localized chill in those areas you're definitely feeling as we get up this morning with the clear skies. Here's your afternoon in the I-90 corridor. A low 70s region-wide. Coeur d'Alene hits 71. We'll be in that 71 to 73 range around Spokane. Medical Lake Hidden Cheaty hits 70 degrees. Upper 60 Spirit Lake and Valley Forge for the afternoon. Really from front to back. This is going to be a beautiful, beautiful day. Low temperatures for tonight into early tomorrow morning. Just a little bit warmer. And we start in the afternoons then, starting on Friday, to really notice those temperatures going up. Mid-70s, followed by upper 70s, and then by the time we get to the end of the weekend and the beginning of next week, now we've got highs in the 80s, and we're flirting with the 90s in the Columbia Basin. So it's going to be a little toasty. Your race time forecast for Bloomsday, we start in the 60s, we end the race in the 70s. After all, a high of 80 degrees is 1 degree below the 2 hottest Bloomsdays on record, which hit 81. We got 3 days in the 80s in your 7-day forecast, so what you are wearing out the door is going to be a lot different here in just a couple of days. We'll be right back with the Morning Sprint.
Sign up for the 4 News Now Daily Local at KXLY.com.
Hey, good morning, America.
Good morning, America.
Good morning, America. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Call Russell & Hill, attorneys at law, where real people with real injuries get real results. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Get real results. Get Russell & Hill.
Why pay full price for furniture everyone else has when you can find something better? At Consign Furniture, the showroom is always changing, filled with high-quality sofas, dining sets, bedroom furniture, decor, and one-of-a-kind pieces you won't see in big box stores. Plus, we carry brand-new furniture, too. New arrivals come in daily, so every visit feels like a treasure hunt. Stylish, unique, affordable. Find the piece that makes your home stand out without stretching your budget.
Consign Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Chevy trucks are as capable and dependable as the Chevy people who drive them. You probably know one. Your sister. Your buddy. The ones who always show up. They all have that little extra something. And maybe you got it too.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Just announced. Get over $9,000 total value on this 2026 Chevy Silverado. Plus, Costco executive members can get an additional $12.50 members-only incentive.
Born in the Motor City, perfected at Papa Murphy's. New Detroit-style pizza has arrived for only $10.99. Get your Papa Murphy's Take and Bake Detroit-style mini cup pepperoni or create your own 2-topping pizza, just $10.99 for a limited time.
Do you hear that? Something's calling. A call to climb your own mountain, no matter how it might look. A call to let doubt eat our dust. Express ourselves. And leave it all on the court. A call to community, helping you find your healthier you. Health is calling, and Multicare is here to help you answer.
Without my good feet, I would not be able to do this. And remember, I'm in my 60s.
Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Call Russell & Hill, attorneys at law, where real people with real injuries get real results. Injured in a car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Get real results. Get Russell & Hill.
David Muir, the most trusted anchor in America, the most watched anchor in America. Thank you for making World News Tonight with David Muir the #1 newscast in America.
Welcome back. Your time right now is 6:54. Time to get you ready to take on your Thursday in the morning sprint.
Matt Gray has a look at how warm it's going to get ahead of this weekend's Bloomsday race.
Rob King is in studio tracking gas prices now breaking records in Washington state.
And Alexandra Konyarza is previewing an event where your kids can safely learn about careers in construction.
But first, a small fire at a downtown apartment building forced several people into the streets earlier today. It happened around 3 a.m. at the Delaney apartment building on Riverside, just a few blocks west of Division. The battalion chief says the fire started on a mattress on the second floor. The fire itself was extinguished when the building's sprinkler systems went off. Several units have significant smoke and water damage, and a few people are being treated now for smoke inhalation.
Breaking news this morning, gas prices now at record highs in Washington. The AAA is reporting this morning the average price for a gallon of gas in the state now $5.57. That's the all-time record statewide. The price of diesel at $6.84, just 10 cents shy of its record high set earlier this month. The price of gas in Washington more than $1.25 than the national average. Spokane County on the lower end of the state, averaging $5.24. Idaho also above the national average this morning at almost $4.40 a gallon.
The war in Iran continuing to have a severe impact on the economy. The price of oil reaching new highs with the Strait of Hormuz closed amid stalled talks. It comes as President Trump rejected an Iranian proposal to reopen the strait and lift the blockade while postponing nuclear talks to a later date. The president telling Axios he plans to keep Iran under a naval blockade until it agrees to a deal that addresses the United States' nuclear concerns. You can see the latest developments coming up in the war on Good Morning America starting at 7.
Clear blue skies, shining sun this morning. It is going to be a great morning to get outside if you have the opportunity. We'll be in the mid-60s as we work our way through the lunch hour, upper 60s in the early afternoon, and then highs will end up in the low 70s. Here's the thing. By the time we get to Bloomsday Sunday, this is going to be our temperature around lunchtime as we are going to be working our way into the 80s by the end of this weekend.
And then this one right here.
And we are live this morning at Dozer Day, getting a preview of the event that's kicking off this weekend. We're currently getting to test out one of the excavators that kids will actually get to try out while they're at the event. As you can see, I'm still learning the hang of it a little bit here. Now, this event is meant to get kids interested in the construction industry. You get to try everything from excavators like this to bulldozers. It kicks off at 11 a.m. on Saturday here at right next to Cabela's, and it's meant for kids all the way from the ages of 2 to 12. Older kids also can be involved. As you can see, I'm a little bit taller and I'm able to fit in very nicely as well. It kicks off, like I said, at 11 a.m.
Well, this weekend, of course, is Bloomsday. The iconic 12K race is celebrating 50 years. The race takes place on Sunday, May 3rd. You can still register for $38, but tomorrow that price increases to $50, so get ready.
And it's going to be a toasty race weekend. Matt will have your forecast right after this.
I was hungry and you fed me. I was sick and you looked after me. I was a stranger and you welcomed me.
Serving the most fragile in the community is exactly what our faith calls us to do. And at Catholic Charities, it's why we exist. For over 112 years, we've carried out our mission to serve the poor and vulnerable through our 15 different programs. We can only do this work with your help. So please support Catholic Charities today so we can
feed, heal, and welcome.
Please give today at donateccew.org.
At AutoNation, we make it easy for you to go. Now get 0% financing on your favorite new vehicles. You'll save thousands of dollars in interest alone. Drive today with 0% financing. Go to AutoNation now.
Big savings are happening now at Runge Furniture, proudly serving Coeur d'Alene since 1946. We're your trusted destination for style, comfort, and quality. Right now, find incredible deals on sofas and sectionals, cozy reclining furniture, quality bedroom sets, and modern dining room pieces. All on sale. See for yourself why we've been voted Coeur d'Alene's best furniture store for years. Shop local, shop price, shop selection. Shop Runge Furniture in Coeur d'Alene today.
All right, 7-day forecast. Oh boy, it's feeling pretty warm here as we get into the month of May. Starting off in the mid-70s, but then quickly into the 80s. And yes, we have gone with 80 degrees now for the high on Bloomsday Sunday.
Ooh.
It's going to be warm out there.
Nearing a record for a Bloomsday. What, our hottest has been 81?
Yeah, hottest Bloomsday is 81 for a high here.
Hey.
So we're getting real close.
Yeah.
Inchin. Oh, Rob's really excited.
I'm so excited.
It'll be fun. But you're already signed up.
It's going to be great. Hey, if you want to stay with us, Good Morning Northwest continues over on Fox 28.
We'll see you throughout Good Morning America. It starts right now.
You got shortness of breath, chest pains, and a cough. Little things wipe you out, you can't shake it.